Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Today we'll be continuing to work on the Bridgeport motor. We'll be putting on the fuel, manifolds, turbo, basically everything that's left before we could put the clutch on and drop this thing back in the FD. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is install the water pump housing and water pump. And I'm going to just add some gassy material and then stack everything together. Next, I'll install my idler pulley as well as my cam angle sensors. Now we'll install our oil filter, pedestal, and fittings. Now we'll install our oil neck and filler tube. Followed by the thermostat. We're going to want to face the spring towards the engine and the relief valve at the 12 o'clock position. And we'll also make sure that when we insert the thermostat, the seal is flush. And we'll install our water filler neck. And now our OMP delete. Now we'll install our primary fuel injectors and fuel rail, being sure to grease them before installing. Then we'll install our secondary fuel injectors onto our lower intake manifold. Now I'll cap off these unused vacuum connections. Now we'll hook up our fuel pressure regulator. And now I'll connect my fuel lines to my secondary fuel rail and bolt up the LIM. And we'll also tighten up our fuel connections. Now we'll hook up a return line to our fuel pressure regulator. Alright, so I've mounted the turbo up to the exhaust manifold. And now we'll build an oil return line. I think I'm going to use the front port as opposed to the rear, just because I think it's a shorter distance as well as a more vertical flow. So this is going to be a -10 line, and we're going to measure with some spare AN hose to see how long we'll have to build it. Working with the AN hose, especially when it's stainless braided, can be a little bit tricky, but I'll show you guys how to build them perfectly every single time. And after we're done with that, we'll build a -4 AN feed line from this oil feed port to the turbo. So we'll start with our female piece of our hose end. We're going to push our hose until it reaches the end of the threads. So we'll butt up against that. And we'll use a magnetic vice grip attachment to hold our fittings in place as we push our hose into place. And I'll coat the hose in a good amount of lube so that it could slide into the fit-in easier. I'm going to push the hose down until I can feel it bottom out against those threads. So as you can see, the hose has fully reached the bottom of the female hose fit-in ends. And what we'll do is add some masking tape to the edge of this fit-in so that we can make sure that when we attach the male side, the hose doesn't peck out. I'll also add lube to the male side of the fit-in and then push it into place until the threads engage, and then tighten it all up. After tightening, we'll make sure that the edge of our female hose side matches up with the edge of our masking tape. We just want to make sure that the hose did not back out, and as you can see, everything is good to go. So we're just going to repeat this for the other side. Alright, so we have both sides done. We now have a custom length oil return hose good to go. And now I'm going to install a turbo with the oil return fitted and make sure that our length is good. Alright, I think everything looks good here. Let's proceed and make the feed line. Now that we have our feed line ready to go, we'll install metric to dash 4AN fitting. We'll also be sure to use some thread sealant and then install our dash 4 line. Now we're ready to do a final mock-up. We'll put in our exhaust manifold gaskets with the crimps facing out. Alright guys, well everything is mocked up. This is pretty much going to be what the final setup looks like. All we have to do is tighten everything down, but everything looks good. We have our feed and return lines hooked up. Now all we have to do is hook up our electronics as well as clutch in the next episode. As a side note, it's pretty crazy how small a 13B looked before we bolted up all the accessories, manifold and turbo. It's still quite small, but it really did increase in size quite exponentially, but I guess this giant turbo doesn't help. Alright guys, well as you could probably tell, I'm pretty shot, but I am pretty happy about where we ended up. We pretty much have all of our accessories installed. We have our turbo, our manifold, oil feed, return, fuel lines, all the thermostat housing and all of that installed. So pretty much all we have left to do is hook up the electronics and then also install the clutch, drop this thing in, and hopefully it'll start right up. So cross your fingers. Press that like button if you're enjoying this build, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.